Trying to find me a master.
It probably is that one.
Man, look at the cobwebs in here.
They can't even get into
Look
this
at the cobwebs in here.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen some shit like that. Literally cobwebs.
Whenever you're walking the property, always consider the fact that you're going to be the one who has to remove all the seller's items and the junk and everything that's left behind in the house and on the lot. Now, a seller might tell you, like you heard in this video, that they're planning on removing some of the items, but in our experience, most of the times they don't. So get with a local dumpster company and figure out how much it's going to cost per trailer, and then just kind of do some math, or even get them out there on a one that looks this serious and give them a quote on taking it out. But you have cars here, you have tractors, you have everything inside of the house. It's pretty significant. And what I would mention is it's not just the dumpster cost, it's also the labor. The labor to have you guys come and get everything cleared is going to be very expensive. So this one's obviously drastic. $35,000 to remove the structures and get rid of all the junk and everything around the property is pretty severe. But a lot of investors always miss the hidden cost of having to remove a bunch of items left over. Even if it's just a garage full of stuff where they've hoarded it, that can run you a couple $1,000 for labor and dumpster.
Okay, full remodel. I mean,
Yeah.
not bad. Is that the master?
Yeah, I can't get in there. So you got 3 right here.
Is that a master at the end?
Back left corner?
The one that we can't open.
Can't get into? I'm pretty sure it is.
Does it have
some stuff propped behind it? I tried pushing it.
Yeah.
Is there a bathroom back there?
I think there's a half bath.
That's what I'm curious. I'm just curious. Can't see anything, so.
Yeah, I think he has it pretty.
Yeah, you better open that up, bro.
See if we could.
I think there's a half bath back there.
1, 2, 3,
We
4.
might be able to look from the other side.
We can make
Go
it.
outside.
Okay, let's go to the back. I'm good in here. What's the plan with all the stuff inside?
I'm gonna try to get out what I can get out.
Okay.
The rest of it, I'm gonna work.
Just got to do as much as you can.
Yeah. It's kind of hard doing both.
I know. I totally get it. Shed.
You already saw the technical out?
I looked at the pressure tanks with 2 wells in the front. They look good.
All right, guys, I'm just going to interject here for a second and tell you what we're seeing on the value. So before we go to the property, we're always going to check the comps. On this one, it's a little bit trickier because the lot size is so big. It actually sits on just over 4 acres, but I did find a couple right here in the same area, which would give us a good indication. So this one here sold for $435. And it's really similar in the way the lot's laid out. And what I like about this one is the actual house itself is not, it's not, a fully rehabbed house. I do notice they have a generator there, but if you look at a lot of it's the old wallpaper, it's a lot of the paneling. So it really kind of shows you that these areas are really sold because of the land. Let's see the other one we have here. This one sold for $499. This one is pretty nice. We're not going to be able to add all those structures. And the house is actually remodeled and it has a pool. So we're not going to be able to hit this $499. But we are a bigger lot and a bigger and a better rehab than this one here. So before I left, I put it in around $450. That's kind of where I'm comfortable at calling the ARV. So let's have a look at what we would need it at $450,000, right? I'm going to try to get it as close to that 70%. And the wholesaler was asking $220,000. So what that does is it leaves me $95,000 for the repair to be able to get it close to that 70% that we need it. And actually what happened with this one is we spoke to the wholesaler after this, after everyone walked it, we gave him a call on the way back home. We actually offered him $210. So at $210, that gives us $105,000 for the repair. So we'll do that quickly. So 450 times this by 0.7, that gives us our 70%, is 315, and we agreed on 210. Right? So that left us the 105, which is where we needed to be. We have $35,000 in the demo cost, the removal cost, and $70,000 for the property itself to make that, in great shape. And we're definitely going to be the best condition house out of those comps selling at that 450 price range. So that's just kind of the numbers based on this one. 450 ARV, 70 for the house, so 105 total for the rehab, buying it at 210, and that makes it a 70% deal.
I haven't seen the septic yet. I'm assuming that's conventional. The house itself is not bad. It just needs a full remodel.
Yeah, tear all this down.
Tear this shit down. The
What
brick.
was the total square footage of the house? Like, still like 12, 1300?
I think it was 14 and change. Hey, what was the square footage again? Square footage of the house.
The stock structure said for the main house, it was like 1600.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I felt like
Okay.
14,
I'm gonna
1500.
say, somewhere
Yeah, that- okay.
35 or 1650, something like that.
Okay. What about this trailer home? What's
14 by 70 or 14 by 80.
when's the last time somebody's lived in there?
My sister, but she's gone. Right.
Been a while, or she kind of comes and goes.
No, she comes.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Interesting. How many units are in this, or did you have?
That's storage up there. This was apartment.
How many total units? Like how many people were living?
Oh, it's one or two.
Oh, okay.
You know how far this goes back, don't you?
Yeah, so you got a total what, 3.5 acres, and it kind of does like a dog leg. Does like a dog leg to the left.
It's 3.8 or something.
Okay.
It goes all the way back to that net fence.
Okay.
From that fence to that fence
Okay.
on that side of the ditch.
Okay. I'm just curious what this looks like. Not
So
bad.
this is he owns this.
Yeah, it says grandma, I think you said, or mom or something. The house itself is not bad, man. My biggest thing is the stuff in the back.
It's all the haulage. You gotta tear down this thing here.
Yeah, well, all that needs to be tore down.
You got 30 dumpsters worth of stuff. You got 7 or 8 cars.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got someone that can come take the cars for free.
Really?
Yeah.
Who does it for free?
He's up in section my dad.
Oh, okay.
Bird dad. He's got a scrapyard.
So the biggest thing is the trailer and that apartment.
Yeah.
As far as demo, I mean, it's not going to be a lot, but it's going to be an extra cost for sure.
Yeah. Clearing a lot of this out too.
Probably be like, you're probably looking at like 15 grand for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I could probably get that done for pretty good, but I would
Definitely
say,
not putting 120 into the house.
yeah, no, the house itself is not
Right,
bad at all.
70, 60.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You probably can. Exactly. That's exactly right. The house itself ain't going to be that much at all.
Yeah.
1,600 square foot, maybe 75 with everything.
What was that one comp? I wonder how big was that house? I think that was a pretty small house too. And the lot was a little bit smaller.
I can't remember.
Yeah, clearing all this out.
It's just clearing it out. I mean,
Think you can find someone to move that trailer?
yeah, but it depends on how bad of shape it's in.
Yeah.
I mean, if that thing's going to fall apart, which it looks like it is, it'd almost be worth just throwing all that shit away.
Okay.
I mean, maybe it's worth putting out there to see if somebody wants it. And I've got some people that buy trailers over here, but just worst case, I think it's going to have to be torn down.
Yeah.
But yeah, the house itself, I like the house a lot.
Yeah.
So let's say you put 70. Let's say you put
70 in the house, probably 15, 20, and just.
Man, I think it's gonna be a little more than that. Yeah. Well, then you got to do some clearage on the trees and the
Yeah.
shrubs and
You
all.
want to have behind the house. You want to have this all open.
Exactly. Yeah. You want to have all that cleared. Which I have a really good land clearing guy out here. It's not expensive.
Okay.
So that's not really, I mean, I could probably, if this whole thing was brushed up,
Yeah.
I could get this whole thing brush hogged for like less than 10 grand. So, I mean, that's with trees and shit. So it wouldn't be that much. Let's do some math real quick. I mean, yeah, we're not going to spend 55 grand on the clear out, and we put 70 in the house. may have to do an aerobic system though, because I don't know how old that's.
He's got 2 wells.
Yeah, so that well is the one that he's operating off right now.
Okay.
And then the other one is just a backup in case they need it.
Septic?
It's in a conventional system. It just runs under the ground. If it's fine, we don't have to mess with it. But if we have to do a new system, probably what's going to happen is we'll probably run an aerobic system and put through 2 throw heads in the front yard because it's easier runs as far as the lines. You're still looking at like 9 grand though for everything. For the whole system, probably about 9 grand.
Yeah.
And I've got a local guy
that'll account for it.
I've got a local guy that'll do it over here. But that well's good. That'll save you some money.
Like carports and decent shape?
Yeah, doesn't look that bad. But the more you clear out, the better. You know, you know what I mean? Get rid of this little fucking thing.
It's a nice lot. I mean, it's
3.5 acres. That dog legs to the back.
Yeah.
It just needs to be.
Looks like there's some kind of easement that runs along the back there. You see that?
There's a ditch.
Culvert.
There's a little ditch. It was just a ditch, probably for drainage. So yeah, I don't think it's bad.
Yeah, let me know, run your numbers.
Yeah, just give me.
We'll see some.
We'll talk in about 10 minutes, and I'll call you for sure, and we'll talk.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Very
You got my
much,
number,
man.
right?
Yeah,
That's
I got
me,
it.
man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.